What is up, my gamers? Hey everybody, it's Andy here again for the fourth, yes that's right, the fourth video today. This one's a request from a YouTube channel. This is Klopp's Liverpool and how to translate that in game. So interesting tactic, interesting setup, but it works pretty well. The interesting thing with Liverpool is they have a false nine. They don't have an out-and-out striker, as it were. The threat comes from everywhere on the team. That's what they've done so well. They're a very attack-minded team. They sort of set up like a possession-based team, even though they don't quite play like it. It's a very strange setup, but you see from sort of the stats and records. I mean, obviously this season's not been fantastic due to seasons from them, but it could be worse. So you could be an Arsenal fan, like somebody we know. But anyway, we'll not get into that. So Klopp's Liverpool. So we're setting up in a 4-3-3, and we're setting up in the fifth variant to get that. False nine, Firmino, Bobby. You can do the 4-3-3 second variant and change his mindset to that false nine if you wish. It depends whether you're setting up as a pure Liverpool setup or if you're just doing any setup. But this is how Klopp would set up in FIFA 21. So 4-3-3-5. Defence, we're pressing after possession loss. I mean, that's what Liverpool do. They sort of smother. And what that does, it sets you up for about 7 seconds after you lose the ball. I think it's 7 seconds. They might have nerfed it, but basically it changes your possession tactic on for 7 seconds or until you get the ball back. Width on defence, pretty compact. You can go anywhere between 4 and 7 for this. I think 4 sort of. With how the formation sets up, it's fairly wide anyway. But if anywhere between 4 and 7, but 4, I'm more of a central player. But you'll see what happens anyway as we get down the page. Depth, Liverpool are quite a high pressing team. They're not a team to sit back. It's not like they've got Mourinho managing them. Where they just want to sit behind the ball and not do anything. They want to get that ball back and everybody's a threat, as we've already mentioned. So the offensive style is fast build-up. As I say, they are quite a possession-based team. Everybody's a threat. Everybody's getting into position to attack all the time. You've got threats from your full-backs. Your defenders can be a threat. The midfield trio are generally a massive threat. And then, as I say, they don't all have your usual striker setup. The threats normally comes from the wingers, especially that right hand side where they're most dangerous. So we go for 7 on the width. Players in the box, totally subjective. I'll put it on middle of the road there, but I'd say 4-3-4. I'll probably drop that down one, to be fair, just to be sure, so you don't get countered. Corners, again, put it on what you like, but going with Liverpool, they like to crowd the box, they like to have that threat, so I'll put it on 3. And then 3 kicks, again, they're quite direct most of the time, but again, it just gives that threat should anybody want to break through. And as I say, that's in the 4-3-3-5 formation. So I mean, I'm struggling for Prem. I've gone full Bundesliga. I've ruined my squad doing SBC, so I've only got Firmino and Thiago in there and Alisson on loan at the moment. And don't ruin strikers at centre backs. That was just to fill the team in and sort of getting the Giroud being there and things like that. Don't worry about that. It's just I've just literally just filled some gaps just to do this video for you. So let's go on to the tactics and the player instructions. So fullbacks. Join the left side. We're going full Liverpool. So pretend that's not a little Spanish powerhouse, but that's a little Scottish Terrier in the name of Andy Robertson, one of the more impressive Liverpool players that I've seen. I'm not always a fan of Liverpool, but I can't deny over the last few years, since Klopp come in, he was one of my favourite managers. Between him and Pep, has absolutely done wonders with that team, and they're definitely achieving more than they should be. And what he's done with the players is phenomenal. But anyway, we joined the attack with our fullbacks, as they do. They get up the field, as I say, very attacking side, Liverpool. They're not scared to get forward. That left-hand side, Andy Robertson is like a little pit bull. He has very aggressive interceptions. He doesn't take no for an answer, and he will chase that ball all day. So we will have aggressive interceptions, and the run type we have inverted as they are in-game. Now you can, if you wish, just put it on mixed. You can put it on overlap, but yeah, I feel they're more inverted. They get inside, they join the attack, and they link up very well, not only with the midfielders, but also the wingers as well. They seem to have very good chemistry between them. Over on the right hand side, we have join the attack, normal interceptions, and inverted. I've kept what would normally be Trent just on normal interceptions, because he's not normally that aggressive. He's very attack minded. I've just changed the aggressive interceptions to fit Andy Robertson. Inverted. Your centre back stay back while attacking, and normal interceptions. They're very methodical, that centre back pairing. Obviously Van Dijk has been out injured thanks to Pickford, who I can't stand, and he should have been punished severely for that tackle. As I say, I mean, not particularly a fan of Liverpool Football Club as a whole, being an Arsenal fan, and the old Scalliers, but I don't wish any ill intent on any footballer or sports person, and what he did and how that tackle went on, I don't know how he got away with it. But that's it. Goalkeeper, Alisson, again, very conserved. I mean, he does come out of crosses a bit, but, you know, will not get him into any trouble. So balanced and balanced, but change as you wish. Centre mids, this front three. So again, everything pretty much balanced, apart from the interceptions. They stick in, they're covering the wing. Aggressive interceptions, though, again, they fight for the ball back. That'll also fit hand in hand with that possession after loss. But the balanced attack and balanced crossing. You can change that on to stay on the edge of the box if you wish. But I think for the most part, as I say, they will attack, they will defend. It's just that aggressive interception on both. Make sure that they're covering the wings. Balanced crossing runs, aggressive interceptions again, just to help dig out where they need to be. And then your CDM, balanced defence, balanced attack, normal interceptions, and cover centre. You can, if you are getting countered too hard, put this on stay back while attacking, but again, it's fitting with the Liverpool, not just as general, this is fitting with Liverpool. So again, all their teams are threat. They'll attack, they'll defend, they'll all muck in. You know, you can't fault them for the workmanship at all. Your wingers, so basic defensive support, so they'll come back, they'll help where they need to, but you want them as an attacking threat. They cut inside, that's where a lot of damage comes from in Liverpool. I mean, you see that competition between all the front three, really, whether it be Salah, Firmino, Mane. You know, they have a bit of a titty bum with each other every now and again, because one scored and they could have passed and whatnot. But that's, you know, it's good. It's good to see. But they do get inside. That's where the threat comes from. They do like to get in behind, and they definitely get in box crosses, and then you're in normal interceptions, because you don't want them running too far or chasing the ball around. You want them as a threat. So that pretty much covers your wingers for the Liverpool bunch. So cutting inside, getting behind are the main two on both sides. So again, on the other side, basic defensive support, cut inside, getting behind, get in the box, and normal interceptions. And then you have your main man Bobby. So he's staying central. So if you play with a 4-3-3-2 formation, drop him onto a false 9. I mean, again, you can change this if you feel that you want him to get forward, but otherwise, you know, we're playing to Liverpool. We're going for Liverpool formation, so we're going to play it true to the book, or as true as we can. So again, he's on that false 9 instruction, normal interceptions, basic defensive support, because he will dig out. But again, you don't want him too far back, because you want him, especially as he's got a bit of work to do. But with the two wingers that I'll invert in, you've got a spearhead of attack anyway, so it'll sit like that. exactly like that. A giant hand will come on the pitch and go like that and push them up. And then you've got your two wingers that will come in. Your centre mids will sort of push up a little bit to help. You've got your CDMs just behind them, and then you've got Bobby Firmino just going to come through middle and absolutely smash a belter. So player wise, I mean, obviously if you're playing Liverpool, you're a Liverpool fan, chuck every Liverpool player you can in there. They've got a pretty wild selection that are fairly priced, and I expect to see more. There's the storyline. Origi is it in there as well. Alisson's got his cards. Trent and Andy Robertson have got special cards. Firmino, I've obviously had this one. You've got Thiago, the FUT birthday. Chamberlain had a card. I'm sure there's some others in there as well that I can't think of. Salah's will obviously have them. And Mane as well. You can swap players about as Liverpool did. I mean, you've got that Freeze Mane card, which is an absolute monster of a card in there. And then obviously you've also got options of icons in there as well, like Ian Rush. Really good if you're sort of a lower tier player, if you like. Fits in really well if you sort of I'd say Division 4 and below. Ian Rush is fantastic. Michael Owen, I'd avoid his prime and below, but his prime moments card is something else, and honestly for the price it is, he'll bag your goals. Fantastic little player there for the price. But I think that's it, guys. One thing that I will add is obviously with the attack of the players, you can on the D-pad, I can't remember which it is, I don't know if it's up and left or up and right, it's one of the buttons anyway, where you can get your fullbacks to join the attack. So should you want them more involved than they already are, you can trigger that and then you'll play even more to the violin or the symphony that is Liverpool. So I hope this video has been informative for you. I hope it helps and gives you some food for thought in regards to tactics. Again, if you want to see anything else, just comment down below and I'm more than happily, as I say, if I'm getting requests, it's content, it's viewers. If you can like, you can comment, you can subscribe, that's obviously more footfall for me, and the more I get of that, the more I can do of this, and the more I can keep you guys happy, the more I can keep me growing as a YouTuber, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you want to see. Stay safe at home, guys, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace and love, guys, as always.